Today, everyone, we are honored to have today's guest of honor, former IPS and the Honorable retired DGP of the UP Police, Shri Om Prakash Singh.
Very good morning, sir. As a CyberX club in charge, it is my privilege to introduce and welcome Shri Om Prakash Singh ji, a distinguished former Indian Police Service officer of the 1983 batch, UP cadre. Over the course of his illustrious career, he has served as several key leadership positions, including as the Director General of the Central Industrial Security Force (CISF) and the Director General of the National Disaster Response Force (NDRF). He is a recipient of the Police Medal of Gallantry and the President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service, a reflection of his exceptional service and commitment to the nation. Currently, serving as the president of the Indian Police Foundation, Sri Om Prakash Singh ji continues to contribute significantly in the areas of internal security, disaster management, and policing, and has played a vital role in strengthening national security frameworks and institutional governance. Third, we are deeply honored by your gracious presence with us today. At this juncture, I would most respectfully request our Vice Principal, Mr. Mukesh Kumar, to kindly welcome Shri Om Prakash Singh ji.
Thank you, Sarika. On behalf of Delhi Public School R.K. Puram, I, as a Vice Principal, on behalf of the entire school, our principal, warmly welcome Shri O.P. Singh ji to this cyber awareness program. I'm sure your presence in this particular session will add extraordinary value and will be very, very beneficial for the next generation to take care of the cyber hygiene very well. Thank you very much, CyberX Club, for organizing this program. And thank you very much, O.P. Singh ji, for accepting our invitation for this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. May we request Om Prakash ji, sir, to share his experiences with the children and the teachers.
Good morning to everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. First of all, let me express my gratitude to Mr. Mukesh Kumar, the Vice Principal of DPS, Ms. Monica Bansal, Ms. Sarika, and all the students present here, and the whole DPS Parivar, and students coming from all parts of the country. It's indeed a privilege for me to be here, and I extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone for all those who have tirelessly organized this meaningful initiative called Ek Bharat Surakshit Digital Bharat. Friends, in an era where digital world shapes our lives as profoundly as the physical world, such efforts to create awareness, particularly amongst the students, responsibility, as well as resilience among all our young, brilliant minds, it is very, very timely and essential. And I definitely congratulate and commend my organizers here for bringing together this important dialogue and for nurturing a culture of informed as well as safe digital environment. I have been a police officer for the last 37 years, and I've been dealing with such cyber crimes as well as criminals of this nature. Certainly the scope, scale, and intensity have increased over the years. But I would like to begin by saying to all my dear friends, students, that today your playground is not just school or home, it's also the digital world. Because you study, you play, you chat, you express yourself extensively online. But just like the real world, the internet too has many risks. And my purpose here to introduce the subject just for 10 or 15 minutes is not to scare you, but to empower you. The first thing that comes to our mind is that why is it necessary to create awareness amongst the students or the young minds? Friends, I tell you one thing, that in this today's world, children are growing up not just in homes and schools, as I said it before, but also in a vast and unregulated digital environment. You might see that we have a population of 1.4 billion people. India is a country with 1.4 billion people, and we are witnessing a growing trend of online transactions with increasing accessibility of internet as well as of digital devices. And you'd be surprised to know that more than 900 million connections are there in our country, out of which 96% are being used by the age group of 16 to 64. That means all segments of populations are being represented as a user. And there are 470 million social media users. So you can see the vastness of this digital world. And that is why the creating awareness is very, very important, particularly among the students, because they are using smartphones, they are using online classes, they are using gaming platforms as well as social media. And all these things have become integral part of our daily lives. So I say that this early and often unsupervised, I call it as unsupervised because your experts will be talking about many things, about spoofing, about gaming, about so many things you'll come across, not only the cyber crimes, but also about the online sexual abuse. So all these expose all the children sitting here and elsewhere, they are really vulnerable to cyber crimes. And I feel as a senior citizen, I feel that children lack emotional maturity and experience to distinguish between two different things. One is genuine interactions, and the second is deceptive interactions. And cyber criminals, they try to exploit this innocence of yours through various things, through frauds, through fake identities, through psychological manipulations, and so many things. Therefore, it's very essential to create awareness because from phishing scams, from gaming frauds to more serious threats like cyber crimes of the nature of online grooming or online sexual abuse, risks are really, really increasing. Now, let me introduce the subject. I would like to say that have you ever received a message saying you have won a lottery or click this link to get a reward? Actually, this is something very, very common these days. But these are the cyber frauds, and they are increasing rapidly in India. Common types that you come across is that you have the OTP fraud. Someone calls you and tries to pretend to be from a bank or from somewhere and asks for an OTP. Then you have the UPI, or what you call the payment app scam, which is the fake payment requests. Then you have the gaming and gift scams. You have the free coins, you have skins or rewards. And you have also, as you're a student, after some time, you'll be seeking for a job after your technical and professional degree. Then you have the fake job or scholarship officers. So the golden rule, my friends, that no genuine person will ever ask you anything about the OTP, password, or PIN. That is why I say that if someone feels very urgent, exciting, and too good to be true, it is usually a trap. You must keep that in mind. Now, come to the online child sexual abuse and grooming. Here, I would like to go for a very, very serious issue. In fact, the one part is the cyber crime, the crimes that you have I've just narrated. The second is your online child sexual abuse, which is often hidden as well as dangerous. You might have noticed sometimes they're strangers, they try to be your friends, they pretend to be your friends online. They also become slowly and slowly, they become your friends in due course of time. And they ask for your personal photographs, they ask for your videos, and then they try to blackmail you or threaten you. These are some of the online sexual abuse or online manifestations, which is called grooming, sexual grooming or online grooming. So remember, not everyone online is your friend. If they claim to be your friend, be very cautious about it. Everybody who is online cannot be your friend all the time. And sharing private photos or even anything, your documents or anything else, can be misused forever. Even if you once try to do it, it can be used or it can be misused forever. So since you have to be very, very active on that, Silence always helps the criminals and it cannot help you. So be aware of all this, and that is called creating awareness, because awareness is something which talks about it, because you have to be aware of it, you have to be responsible about it, and at the same time, you have to be resilient about it. Unless all these things are there, you cannot be sure about it. And if anyone makes you uncomfortable online, you should have the audacity to say no, a firm and a very decisive no, and you should block them immediately. First of all, you try to go for saying no, and the second thing that you must do is to block them and immediately inform your parents or your teachers. You're studying in beautiful schools, good schools, so immediately inform the teachers about what has happened with you. Now, what are the safety toolkits? In fact, there are simple habits. There are simple, very, very simple habits that will protect you. The first thing is think before you click. My friends, I'll advise you that whatever you do online, you try to click, and but before that, you think. Unknown links can harm you profusely. So that is one thing that you must keep in mind, that before you're clicking anything, you must think twice. Keep strong passwords. All the cyber experts will tell you that how to keep strong passwords, because strong passwords are definitely much more difficult to hack them. But never share these passwords to anyone, because that is something you'll be committing a mistake if you try to share your passwords to anyone. And always keep in mind that the privacy matters. Do not overshare your personal details. Be it your friends, be it somebody who is online, try to be as discreet as possible. Never share your private things. And do not accept unknown friends' request. We keep clicking the mouse, we treat it as a very, very normal thing. And in this normalcy, what we do is that we just make friends enormously. You keep making friends here and there, but don't accept unknown friends request, and use only trusted apps. That is also something you must keep that in mind. So more importantly, all these things are that talk to a very trusted adult, be it parents, teachers, or guardians. And in India, I'll tell you, there are so many ways to prevent it. You have, as the introducer has already talked about, IC4. That is something which is given by the government of India, but that's a government machinery. So in India, you can always report cybercrime on the government portal or call 1930. So, dear students, all that I can say in this brief introduction, that technology is a very, very powerful tool. You must use them. You must use them to your advantages. It can build your future, and it can also expose you to danger. The difference lies in how wisely you use this technology. Be alert, be responsible, be fearless in reporting, because your awareness is the strongest protection. So all that I can say to my dear friends, to brilliant minds, that cybercrime is increasing. It will keep on increasing. There is no way you can just get away from that, because the whole world is an internet world. But all that you have to do is to keep safe distance from it so far as the misuse is concerned. And for that, it is necessary that your awareness has to be rebounded, your responsibility has to be doubled, and your resilience to use it profitably to your advantage of the whole society should always be there. Thank you so much for giving an opportunity to me, and I wish all of you good luck. Thank you.